Have you ever felt like something is wrong, but you can't exactly explain what it is? Everything in your life looks fine from the outside. You smile when you're supposed to. You talk to people normally. You go through your daily routine just like everyone else. But deep down, something feels off, and the scary part is, most people never realize this feeling is actually a sign of something much deeper, because unhappiness doesn't always look like sadness. In fact, some of the most unhappy people don't even look unhappy at all. They laugh, they socialize, they seem completely normal, but inside, they're silently struggling. Psychology suggests that there are certain habits that reveal when a person is secretly unhappy even if they don't say a single word about it, and once you start noticing these habits, you can't unsee them. The first habit is something most people completely ignore. It's when someone is constantly distracted. Have you ever noticed people who can't sit still with their own thoughts? They are always on their phone, always watching something, always trying to stay busy. At first, it just looks like normal behavior, but sometimes, it's not about staying entertained, it's about avoiding something, because the moment they sit alone in silence, their thoughts start catching up to them. And those thoughts are not comfortable. So instead of facing them, they escape into distractions. The second habit is overthinking small things. Unhappy people often replay conversations in their mind again and again. They think about what they said, what they should have said, what others might be thinking about them. Even a small situation can stay in their mind for hours, sometimes days. This constant overthinking slowly drains their energy, and the worst part is, it never gives them any real answers. It just makes them feel more stuck. Another powerful sign is losing interest in things they once enjoyed. This one is subtle, because from the outside, nothing looks different, but inside, the excitement is gone. Things that once made them happy now feel like a chore. They may still do those activities, but the feeling is not the same anymore. It's like something inside them has quietly faded away, and most people don't even notice when this starts happening. Then there's a habit that people often misunderstand. It's when someone isolates themselves, even when they have people around them. Now this doesn't mean they are always alone. They can be sitting in a group, surrounded by friends, and still feel disconnected. It's not about physical distance, it's about emotional distance. They stop sharing their real thoughts, they stop expressing how they truly feel, and over time, they start building a wall between themselves and others, not because they want to, but because they feel like no one would understand. Anyway, another habit is pretending to be okay. This is one of the most common signs. Unhappy people become really good at hiding their emotions. They say I'm fine even when they're not. They smile even when they feel empty. They act normal because they don't want to be a burden to anyone, and after a while, this act becomes so natural that even they forget what they truly feel. But pretending doesn't remove the pain. It just hides it deeper and deeper, and the longer it stays hidden, the heavier it becomes. There's also something else that happens. Unhappy people often become extremely self-critical. They judge themselves harshly. They focus on their flaws, their mistakes, their past. Even when they do something right, they find a way to minimize it. It's like their mind is constantly working against them, and over time, this destroys their confidence, because no matter what they do, it never feels enough. And finally, one of the deepest signs of hidden unhappiness is emotional numbness. This is when a person stops feeling things the way they used to. They are not extremely sad, but they're not truly happy either. They just feel nothing. And no excitement, no deep joy, no strong emotions, just a constant neutral feeling. And this can be more dangerous than sadness itself, because when someone feels nothing, they stop trying to change anything. They just exist, day after day, without even realizing how disconnected they've become from themselves. The truth is, unhappiness doesn't always show up in obvious ways. It hides in habits. It hides in behavior. It hides in the small things that most people ignore. And sometimes, a person can be surrounded by people, smiling on the outside, while quietly struggling on the inside. So the next time you notice these habits, in yourself or in someone else, don't ignore them, because understanding these signs might be the first step toward changing them. And sometimes, just being aware of what's really going on inside you can change everything.